do some Nord stuff. A Nord tattoo. At least that shows you're still alive. Howdy doody! Is that Linda? Kara? Hello, tell her I said hello. I don't know if she remembers me. No, we met him. I met her in person. Yeah, at the pet shop. Yeah, about 2 years ago. Ooh. Be moldy. Well, you could get a larger water dish and put a small heater underneath the tank. Yeah. They're not too bad. Yeah, especially if they get right on top of them. And if you have one of those little green mats or something underneath of it, or right on top. Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm. That's a shame. I kind of enjoyed it the way it was. Mm. Uh, I'm not even sure. I mean, uh-uh. Well, I mean, this is the. Oh yeah, got Netflix and Hulu and Tubi. Hmm. Not bad. Hmm. That's weird. They're not EA, and they're not let's see, Ubisoft. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no blame China. Didn't they ban Winnie the Pooh over there? Yeah. Hmm. Oh no, you don't do that. Yeah. All right, sell out. Disgusting, ain't it? Just the government. Well, I mean, considering that we're over here and they're over there. I don't know, I don't feel very brainwashed, Nate. I feel like a wizard. And the raccoon. Well, I mean, think about how movies are. No one loses their shit when people die, but you lose your shit when the dog dies. Do not watch this! You know, that wasn't the movie that ever got me. It was, Fox and the Hound. Dude, that whole movie and the premise of making it is sad. The very last line that we had, it was not on script. It was straight from his heart. Oh man, it got me. That scene, oh, that scene right there. The worst ever. I can remember it coming out on theaters, and I swear it took like a year and a half to come out to No, just to come out and VHS or whatever it was. Like I can remember when it first showed up in the stores, I was like, "What?" Oh yeah. Can you remember when Disney first aired? Yeah. Uh-huh. I can remember Disney. It only came on like at a certain time, and there wasn't a channel for it. And the first they did okay on weekends they did movies, but during the weekdays they had old like Mickey Mouse cartoons, Pluto. Yeah. When the Disney Channel first aired, well, the first movie they played was Alice in Wonderland. Oh yeah, and you were like waiting for it, and you're like, oh, you're telling all your friends, you're like, come on, Dragon Ball Z back then. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the original Dragon Ball Z, uh, it took like 4 episodes for them to power up. Yeah. This is just how an anime is. No. I, I'm one who kind of watches a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good anime, like Gundam. I will always be a Gundam fan. You probably prefer the classics more than the new stuff. OG. Cowboy Bebop. I got really into Cowboy Bebop just because of the music. Hmm. Yeah, I watched Naruto. I will admit. I was never that bad. Yeah, it was more if I did stuff like that is because I just don't care. Oh, that's just kid stuff. Yeah, and you're not dressing up as a furry, so I think you're still good. Sorry to burn any furries out there. I lost some respect for them. Uh, there's a lot of stuff behind closed doors that happens in communities like that. Pervs. Yeah, it's a power thing. Hmm. Uno momento. One second.
on the mic. I've been cold micing it this whole time. I don't know what to do with V-Rising. We're just kind of living in V-Rising right now. I don't know if anyone's watching. I don't have my app pulled up. Guess we'll pull that up right now. We do have one viewer. Welcome, viewer. Sorry, I've just been kind of standing around doing not much. I've been having another conversation in Discord. I do need to go after this fisherman. He's to the east, very far away. Our little box is getting constrictive for me. I'm used to large built-out castles and not functional boxes, as much as I like a functional box. I want to defeat these bosses, get past level 40, and move on to Dunley Farmlands so we can build our castle. Where we're going to build our castle is... I'm not sure. I like it over here. I really like this spot over here. However, I know most of the missions and things are going to be in this area here. And it's also easier to get up to Gloomrot. I have yet to explore the ruins of Mortium. So that is unknown to me at this time. I think right here would be a good spot. It's right in the heart of Dunley Farmlands. Right here wouldn't be bad either. Although I don't think that's a base location. You got 1, 2 entrances from the side. I don't like that. And much like I don't like the spot that we're at currently, is it only has one entrance. For me, on a solo server, it's just inconvenient. On a public server, it's super convenient. Like, this is probably one of my favorite locations on a public server. Right there. Fuck it, we just go right in the middle, right there. If we can. We gotta go for this fisherman. We only got a couple hours. We'll sleep for the day, so we're not waiting all day to do anything. We got that leather working station. We can go ahead and build that. I'm getting a little low on leather. Yeah, we could put it over there, but it would make more sense for the alchemy table to be right there. Alright, let's move some stuff around real quick. Let's go ahead and get this right here for now. Let's go ahead and move these chests over. And let's go ahead and move our alchemy table here. What box is this? It's an old shite box. Blood press, I guess. Can't put it there because we want to put the thing there. I guess the blood press we'll put outside. That's fine. Again, functional box. I'm not really going for beauty here. Not yet. We will get to building a massive epic castle at some point. But not here. I don't want to do it in the Dunley or in the Fairbane Woods.
I am missing key ingredients.
I do want that. We'll build it. Boop. Perfect. And then, okay. Throw this in the little shite box. Beautiful. We got some beautiful garden decorations. Again, I'm not going to worry about that until the time comes. See, it's 12:06. Set a timer. Been streaming for 44 minutes and haven't done a damn thing. Go ahead and sleep for the night.
I am awake once more.
Let's go get this guy. Giving them a good scare. Always fun.
Alright, I have returned.
What are you playing right now?
Hogwarts Legacy?
Oh yeah, yeah. You were at like 35, 36% last time we talked.
Let's see, right now,
42?
41.
41.
I'm flying a Griffin.
You need to play... Have you played through The Witcher 3 yet?
You are my target.
Years ago I did.
I was gonna say, you need to play The Witcher 3 like you're playing Hogwarts Legacy. That game is best sipped like a fine whiskey. I think Red
Play
Dead
all
Redemption-
games like this anymore, Nate.
Nah, that's fair. I do too. I don't rush them. For a couple of reasons. It depends on the company. But
Well,
a lot of companies...
Assassin's Creed is definitely one of those. I always,
Yeah.
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 Valhalla
That one's hard to rush
had
through. 'cause
quite
the
a few
story-
hours on.
Yeah, the story's so long in Valhalla that you can't really rush through that one. I tried.
Whoa.
I tried.
I have a big issue with not wanting to fast travel anywhere.
No, I do the same. Even if I'm rushing through a game, I don't fast travel. I try not to.
But I'm like, I'll set a waypoint, be like, alright, we'll walk this
Mhm.
way.
And
And
then
I don't even use horses.
ADHD gets all fucking conglomerated. You run into 10 different things. What is this?
Well, there's all kinds of stuff to figure out.
There's a lot of hidden tombs and POVs.
Who are you?
It's one of the
Get
reasons why I
away
like
from me!
Assassin's
Let
Creed
me
so much.
be!
I know one of the first things I did before I even really started the story. So there's the hidden tombs of,
Hands for me!
I don't know, the Forgotten Ones or something.
Yeah.
There's 5 of them.
Yeah. I had done a similar thing. I've gotten like a bunch of
Hope
it
you're
years before I
hungry.
even did like the first couple.
Yeah.
Where I'm at right now is
Integrate!
I decided to steer away from the story and start doing the DLC stuff, so I went to Ireland. And I didn't realize that the story in Ireland involved Sandra from Odyssey. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. So then you're presented with
Honestly, so are you still Eivor? Are you still Eivor?
Yeah, you play as Eivor, but you deal with Cassandra, and you're dealt with the story options whether Cassandra is good or bad, and you have to deal with her in that way. Like, you kill or ally Cassandra.
That
I'm like, that
raises
is so
a
cool.
question. Are they on the same time period?
No, so that's the other thing too. Is you gotta play through all of Odyssey to understand the complexities of Cassandra even being there. Yes, they are in the same timeline by like 10 or 15 years, but by the end of Odyssey, you realize that Cassandra herself is like I think she gets the spoilers, by the way. Spoilers, if anyone is watching or listening. She she gets the staff of Hermes, and she gets immortality. She becomes a god.
Let me show you.
Yeah, no, like, so her coming across Eivor is like, it's really cool. And of course, because I loved Cassandra so much in Odyssey, I had to ally with her. Even though the first time I had to reload a save, because the first time I ended up fighting her, I was like, no, I want to be your friend. But it's a really cool interaction to have a Greek person in a
Here's something that kind of popped into my head the other day. So on my news story, they're talking about
Nothing against my
they
wrath.
found something, and I swear to you, it was the apple of Eden.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's the other thing with going back in time, like with Odyssey and Origins and stuff, is you can kind of like piece together the whole origin of the apple and all that. How did I know that's why I want to get Mirage, but so far I've heard that Mirage doesn't really fill any of the blanks in, which is unfortunate because I do love Assassin's Creed 1 as repetitive as that fucking game is. I really did like it. Going back to the Middle East, I thought it was a really good idea. I know Ubisoft probably got a lot of shit for it because everyone's like, "We want something different." They went back to the Middle East, but I felt like that was going to give them the full circle ability to connect the new genre to the old games like Assassin's Creed.
I wonder if they're ever going to do like modern day Assassin's.
They might. I've always been wondering that myself. I'm looking forward to the Japanese. Damn it!
This cannot be the
Oh, there's going to be a Japanese. Oh, where you're a samurai, right?
Yeah, you play as. I think there's two main protagonists.
And you know, that is one thing I am not fond of when it came to Assassin's Creed. Is two different stories.
Yeah.
I do not like two different character stories.
No, I always ignored like the Desmond stuff
Syndicate.
And all that. Yeah, Syndicate. Yeah, I agree. I
You
was
know-
more interested in what was going on historically.
Well, for me, I like to focus on one character.
That too.
You know,
I agree and disagree. I think that didn't deprive from GTA's story, GTA 5 story.
see, they did it right though.
Yeah, I think if
The
you
way they kind of connected everything, but you can switch between them.
yes, at any time, at any point, other than story missions, and I think that's the way to do it too. So, but yeah, I agree. Multiple protagonists really bring in some complexities to the game. As long as the execution is done proper, it can be done good. But it does add a little bit of confusion, and then also like I don't want to play this character. Like let's take Odyssey. Odyssey is a great example of that. I didn't like at all the male voice actor for Cassandra. I hated him. Hated it completely. The female voice actor did so much, but I came to find out that they intended Odyssey to be a female protagonist only.
You're messing with the wrong Seaman.
So I'm like, okay. Then they got all kinds of shit for it, so they had to hire a male voice actor to fill in that part. Nothing against the male voice actor, but the delivery lines in Odyssey with the female protagonist are so much better. They're funnier, they land better, they make more sense. And with the male protagonist, it was very dry. Good voice, just
Didn't have the emotion in his voice.
yeah, it was dry delivery. It wasn't as funny. It didn't have that ironic, like
Had no personality.
no, yeah, really, no real personality. Whereas Cassandra as a female, I don't know. She delivered the lines better. The voice actor lived that character, and you can tell. It's funnier. I laugh out loud on the line delivery that the female does versus the male. I want to say that's also like universally. I think that's like every time I ask anyone who's a fan of Odyssey, I'm like, do you play female or male? And usually it's female.
I mean, I don't know if I've really done
But you won't take me alive.
or been picky if it's male or female.
I usually am not either. But when it comes to the story, like the line delivery, if I feel like that, if I'm immersed in the character's conversation, if I'm like, yeah, if I'm doing that, that to me is what matters. It doesn't matter if it's
Your weapons are nothing against my rod.
It's the same reason why I love like Laura Croft, the main protagonist. It's like she, as a character, has a very don't give a fuck attitude. Whether like she herself doesn't care. And I like that. It doesn't make it a part of the personality. And that's where I think some game developers are adding female protagonists to it kind of fall flat. Is they're trying so hard to make the female part of that character that they lose the character or the meaning behind the character. It's like, don't talk about doing those things, just do those things.
And you know, as of late, past few years at least, one thing that happened, political, they try and put political stuff in games anymore.
Yeah. And that has several
expertise with the road is on track.
Ubisoft is pretty notorious for that. Ubisoft are some of the
Yeah.
that had a lot of social media.
Come one of these both hands, Harvey. I'm one with the water.
GTA was one though that
Well, that's just
kind of
social
played
satire.
fun on it.
Yeah, no, social satire. That's completely different. Ubisoft adds things like in Ghost Recon Wildlands. You'll see like weird shit like something like Satan is taking over the world and stuff. Like there's some weird shit.
I'm one with the water. You've never seen a fish like
You got like
this.
the upside down soundtrack and stuff too. So. I don't know. To the people who are aware of it, it's
Your weapons
almost
are
like,
nothing against my
are they
rod.
being ironic or are they being? Far Cry 6 had some of that too. Far Cry 6 had a lot of
Yeah.
satanic imagery and mentions.
But you know,
But
I
don't know
kind of
if it-
enjoy that kind of spooky stuff.
I love it. I love it. It adds to the meta of the society, global society that we live in. Because you can't say that, oh, that's an American thing or that's Western culture. No, they're French. Like, yeah, they're part of Western culture, but they're French. They're not American.
Weepy.
So what narrative are they following? Are they following the United States government's narrative? No. Not at all. So it's weird when you start to peel apart some of the imagery and messaging that you get in some of these AAA video games. It's like, But as
Red
someone
Bull.
as someone who has read through the Luciferian Bible, the Anton LaVey Book of Satan and shit like that, I can only say that it's not out of ill fate if it is satanic. I think people need to recognize that and understand what Satanism is.
Well,
But do know that they are.
yeah, you know what? I kind of nerded out on all supernatural stuff
Mhm.
because I watched Supernatural.
It's a good show. I stopped watching after like season 5, but it's a good show.
So I actually finished the series. The series ending is sad, man.
Yeah, I can
But
only imagine.
it's good. Worth it.
Fair.
But it kind of, that's a series that kind of makes you think.
Yeah, it does. It
In a way.
brings a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And they do it on
Like
purpose.
Chuck.
Yeah. and they-
Have you made it to Chuck yet?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
It's been years, but yeah. No, that show made you think. For sure. if you're willing to, like, that's the key difference.
Be open-minded.
Exactly. Are you just looking at it as a show or as a means of entertainment, or are you listening to the writing? Are you actually listening to what they're talking about? And some would argue, oh, it's fictional. It's all this. It's just like, you know, is it? Most of what we write or show on TV is a form of human mythos that we have adopted and put into our ideologies. And to delve into that and to put it into TV shows, and
Excuse me.
platforms, media platforms, and to hide it or to put it in view and to allow the viewer themselves to decipher that message. That is the true meaning and the operation behind the Illuminati. Like that's how they get away with what they get away with. If you really want to break it down to that form. And I'm willing to say that on a live stream. Because it's up to you to figure out what matrix or what reality you're living in.
Yeah.
But just know that there are people in control of that reality. Completely.
Yeah, it makes me think, like magic and stuff.
Oh, it's 100%
Had to
real.
attempt from somewhere.
I mean, the Norse runes that I pull every day or every other day and I listen to show me more reality and more genuineness than turning on the TV and listening to some talking head. I get more
My blood
information off
reserves
the
run
world and
low.
the world going on that revolve around me specifically, that are more important to me as an individual than listening to some conflict that's happening that I have no control over. And yeah, no, that magic absolutely exists, and until people realize how to utilize it and how to access it, I'll keep doing it. I'll keep doing it. I'll keep talking about it, and people can find it on their own time and their own path, because I can't truly show it to them until they figure it out on their own. But no, yeah, it does exist, and it is a thing that affects us every day, and the people in charge recognize that and use it to their advantage, because who wouldn't? If you're in a dark room and you're the only one with the fucking night vision, and you recognize that everyone has their own intentions and their own personal interests for themselves, you're gonna recognize really quickly that, well, shit, if that's how we operate, then I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of the situation, and I'm gonna use those night vision goggles. Unfortunately, the other side of that, though, is that we're all on the same planet, we're all in the same fucking ecosystem, we're all doing the same stuff to each other, and it's up to, I guess, the masses to figure out that we all have control over it if we choose to, and if we choose to recognize that magic and that teachings. But that's also why it's so desperate to eradicate that kind of information, mind thinking. That's why there's so much resistance against it. So, keep your own mind. You can show a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Aye.
And with that, I guess we'll end the stream. I failed to take on the boss, unfortunately. That's okay.
That's no bueno.
He kicked my ass.